right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay, is it all right? It's live stream.
Yeah, live
YouTube.
stream on YouTube. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
It makes us a bit tense, you know. Okay. Okay, every participant, if you can open your cams, would you please open the cams? If you don't open a cam, we like just top 3 of us.
So it's not like the webinars, yeah. So it's gonna be feeling different.
Okay, so.
Oh, we have here Pak Yons together with us.
Hello, Mr. Yons. How are you doing, Mr. Yon? Still unmute. Still mute, Mr. Yon.
Still be mute.
Okay, assalamualaikum. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Waalaikumsalam. Good morning.
You look great today, Mr. Yon.
Okay, we still wait for a couple of minutes for the others to join, perhaps.
Yeah, the others for join.
So we are but going to start. The other participant, please open your camera for our webinars to become interactive, right?
Yes.
It could be.
Yeah, it must be interactive. Okay, this is like just conversation formal. That general that we just discussed about, like in a psychological traits, psychological trait, how do we solve problems when we want to conduct a research, and just small talks like this one. Not like talk like about the research, the words must be right, but it's a bit soft words.
All right. Okay. Some participants had got a problem with opening camera. Seems that Mr. Leroy have a problem with the internet.
Okay, this signal is quite bad here.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Enda, okay,
all right.
we can start.
Okay, seems you got a problem before, yes, sir? Okay, all right, so I think we have going to start the webinar for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. Today, this is an honorable day for me to be chosen as a leading one to moderate our webinars for today. Welcome to participants for our webinars today. Our topics for today is about how to motivate and overcome the barriers in conducting the research. All right, so before I start, let me introduce here. So we have already the panelists here. Okay, so right. Okay, our respectable, our Dean of the English Department Faculty, Mr. Yon A. So I used to call him Pak Yon. Good morning, Pak. Okay. So, and then we have also the honorable, the lecturer here that's going to be given our speech, the opening speech. That's Miss Dianingrum. Hello, ma'am. Okay, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to have you here this morning. So,
thank you for having me here.
Okay. All right. And then our beloved lecturers also, Mr. Leroy, that will become our keynote speaker for today's webinar. Okay. Before we start, I'm going to give the agenda for our webinars for today. We are going to start with the opening speech for our representative of the lecturer. That's going to be with Ibu Dianingrum, so Miss Dianingrum. So we are going to have the first beginning. And then the next one, we are going to have the presentations by Mr. Leroy as one of our lecturer. And then the next session, so it's going to be the last sessions of our webinars for today, is going to be the session for the questions and answer. So that's going to be led by our respectable Pak Yons. So that's going to be our agendas for today. And then after that, we are going to close our webinars for today. So, yeah, without being delayed, that we are going to start with our first, the opening speech from Ibu Dianingrum. So other participants, welcome, join to our webinars for today. We would like you to be interactive for today. And then if you can open your camera, you can open the camera. And then after the next session, the end of the session, we have the question and answer. Perhaps you can participate well. Okay. Right, so the next one, we are going to start with Ibu Dianingrum. So please, Bu, you can start.
Thank you for moderator.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will never forget for the first time when I was doing my master's programs in Kuala Lumpur. I took research methodology as one of the subjects for the first semester as suggested by my friend. You know what? My life turned to the nightmare one. It's like a movie. It's like Korean drama. Because I have no ideas at all about terminology or language use in research. Because one of the assignment that I have to submit at the end of the semester was research proposal. Can you imagine what kind of life did I had at that time? And I cried a lot, and also I felt stressed because of that. But I almost dropped the subject. But thank God I didn't. I learned one by one about the terminology, about anything about in research, for example, like statistic, about qualitative, about quantitative, and everything. And I'm doing what I have learned before when I was in uni. Because as a lecturer, of course, you are not only teach, but also you do research. You publish your research in journal. And as a lecturer, we so determined to publish our research in Scopus, of course. I haven't done it before. I haven't done it yet, hopefully one day. And also Sinta. And maybe we are invited to give speech in conference, maybe in regional, national, and also international. And of course, if we try to publish our article in Scopus, we have to write it in English. And sometimes if we want to give presentation also in English. So English is a medium of language and it is used globally. And it's time for us. And it's time for us here, especially in our campus, Pancasarti University, to scale up our knowledge, not only as a researcher, but also as a speaker, especially for the lecturers here and also for the students. Because students, maybe you will become a lecturer one day, or maybe you really want, like you have very interested in doing research and you have to present everything's in English. I think like study here in English majoring, it's an added value. So with Mr. Leroy as a head of LPPM and also as a guest speaker for this time and the great morning, I think that we will get a lot from this meeting, from this webinar. And I believe that we can put it into practice right away, especially it's about motivate and how to deal with the barrier when we are doing our research. And it happened to me, but I'm here now. And I think that we can go through of this together. All right, so enjoy your time with this webinar and don't make it like Korean drama like me before. Yeah? Okay, good morning, everyone.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Budi and Ingrum. So yeah, I feel like I know how this would feel like Korean drama. Yeah? It feels so exciting thing, right? But somehow it is also there's a part that is gonna be make us feel like afraid, scared, or something. So it is a mixed feeling, right, Bu? Okay, so right, so that's our speech from the Ibu Dianingrum. So thank you, Bu, for your opening speech for today. All right, so we're going to go on with the presentations then. How to how to motivate. That's right. So the presentation, how to motivate and overcome the barriers of conducting research, as we know that have been to start the research itself, to get to know the research itself, it make us feels like, well, what is the research? What is a serious one? It's some things like there are a lot of challenges contained in it, but somehow, yeah, we are going to know that how is the research itself. Okay, so let us present Mr. Leroy, the head of LPPM, to give the presentation for today. Okay, go on, sir.
Thank you very much, Ms. Enda.
Okay.
And then for today's opportunities, the general aims for making this webinar is like we want to create motivations, motivations, and then how to deal with the barriers. Sometimes when we want to conduct a research, that there are some psychological aspects that we have to overcome. Okay, like lack of motivations, and then the lack of resources. Okay, these sort of problems will be faced by lecturers and also some students as well. Because there are, why I invite students here, because this kind of barriers. Okay, and then before we start, okay, the honorables for our head of English department, Mr. Yons, and then lecturers. Okay, I'm proud that all of you have been here, lecturers. Okay, and then students, okay, undergraduates. Okay, thank you, for your participations. Okay, maybe we can give like not only the solutions, but we can share our experience. Okay, if students want to have questions, you can text on the chats, okay, on the Zoom meeting, Okay, that's okay if you want to use bahasa. Okay, if you want to make a questions. Okay, if you want to interrupt, yeah, by presentation, that's okay. Okay, because this one only not too rigid. You know, like when we want to discuss about quantitative and qualitative, it's too rigid, right? This one is a bit soft. Okay, a bit soft. If you want to discuss or share problems, okay, that's okay. Okay, in the middle of our conversations. Okay, now uh, allow me to uh, share 4 points. Okay. 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 Can you see, everybody, the 4 points?
It can be seen, sir.
Yeah. It's still audible, right? Okay. Now, uh, before we get into the topic, I would like to tell about uh, LPPM activities. Okay, LPPM activities. Okay. Sorry, it's a bit. Okay. Okay. There are some activities that we have done. Okay. This is for PPM flashback or overview. Okay. The first one is about journal editor and reviewer. We have had a webinars. Okay, how to be editor and reviewer in what journals, and then English for research. Yeah, the keynote speaker at the time was Ma'am Dia, English for research, and then Mendeley citation and Microsoft Word for journal articles. Yeah, we have various ones. Yeah, Mendeley citations, and then research novelty. Yeah, using viewer. Yeah, the research novelty is like how to deal with the newest or the recent title or problems, okay, that we want to make as a research. Yeah, that's research novelty. And then 2 weeks ago we have done an action research, how to make action research using NVivo. Okay, because if we use NVivo, it will shorten our times. Okay, it will be effective and efficient because we use software. Okay, and then for today's, this is a research talks. Yeah, research talks. It's like, yeah, we just talk about problems and barriers, and then hopefully that after this activity, okay, for next month or next week, any one of us want to have that topic or interesting topic that we can discuss. Okay, maybe we can take turns. Maybe Miss Endah, yeah, any topic that we can discuss. Okay, just make these activities keep moving. Okay, not stop. Because if we want to have big motivations, okay, when we want to make a research, if we have a community like this one, okay, it will be better and it will motivate us, okay, to conduct a research. Okay, now, yeah, this is LPPM flashback. Okay, yeah, we have 6 activities and so on. Okay. Okay, don't forget for all the participants, okay, you're going to have e-certificates. Okay, 10 minutes. The link I will give on the chat rooms. Okay, it will be given 10 minutes before this webinar ends. Okay, 10 minutes before the webinar ends. Okay, and then why maybe we think that why we use English in this one, because that if we see the requirements, right, for lektor kepala, or if one day we want to be a professor, okay, we cannot avoid English. Yeah, we cannot avoid English. And then one of the requirements, for example, like lektor kepala or the teachers, that we have made like international seminars. Okay, we don't like or we must do it. Okay, we must do it. That's why this is one of the best place for from our university to train ourselves. Yeah, to train ourselves before yeah, one of us want to make international seminars. Okay, next. Okay, before we start, I would like to show the video. Okay, how to study when you don't feel like it. Yeah, this is quite interesting, right? How to study when you don't feel like it.
It's like Korean drama, Mr. Lero. Like I just
okay. If you want to share, yeah, if you want to share your experience, okay, after watch this video, that's okay. Yeah, just make like a chit chat, okay, or yeah, a bit like a gossiping, for example. Okay, okay, okay. Give me time to share the video. Wait, okay. Give me the time. Okay. Okay. Okay, everybody can see this video.
Asking how I grind so hard so often.
Is it audible? Audible? Can you hear video?
It is audible, sir.
I'm going to share a secret with you. I am, in fact, human.
Good. Okay. Okay. Before I start this video, I would like you to stress some points, okay, about this video, because there are some important message. Okay. The point is, sorry.
Jadi mohon pastikan bahwa PSD PTU Bapak Ibu semuanya itu dapat
okay, this one. The point is, okay, audit yourself, use the power of language, and then so what, and instead, and use and, yeah, instead of but, and then lower the activation energy and create small subtext. Okay, why I want everybody or each of the participation here to watch this one, because this is the starting point, okay, from our hearts. Okay, so of course that when we want to study or make research, sometimes that I don't feel like it. Okay, how to overcome this barrier? Okay, I don't feel like it, and it will become I like it very much. Okay, okay, everybody. Okay, now screens.
Some viewers have sent me messages asking how I grind so hard so often. I'm going to share a secret with you. I am, in fact, human. And I too have several moments where doing work or studying is the last thing that I want to do. Over the years, I've learned how to work around it and still manage to get a lot of things done. And in this video, I'll show you how to do the same. If you watch the entire video and follow the instructions, I guarantee that you too will see results. What's going on, guys? Dr. Jabal from MedSchoolInsiders.com.
Cuma aku lagi nanyain baca.
With my MD in
Belum
2017
dibalas.
and matched into a competitive surgical subspecialty. You can learn more on my vlog channel.
Iya.
Okay, everybody, any one of you,
Kayak
so
udah.
please mute
Tadi aku
the.
tanyain.
Okay.
Believer that systems produce results. Relying on motivation, inspiration, being energized, or any other fleeting emotion will not sustain you and not deliver the results that you desire. I applied this philosophy to all aspects of my life, from regularly exercising, to eating healthfully, to studying and getting work done. It's the system that delivers the results, period. Now, let's go over how you too can create a system that allows you to overcome feeling tired, feeling bored, or just plain feeling like you don't want to study. The first step is assessing your current state. You know that your study habits and strategies are not working, and you want to fix things. But the tricky thing about advice is that one size does not fit all. You must first objectively examine your own habits and systems to figure out in what ways you can optimize most effectively. We want to focus on the largest pain points that allow us to put in the least amount of effort and get the maximum results. In order to do this, I suggest you keep a journal or open up a note on your phone and jot down what you are doing and how you're feeling over the course of a day. Who are you studying with? When did you eat? When did you try to study? And when did you begin to feel like you were just over it? Doing this for a couple days will give you a better view of your current systems and pain points. You may find yourself growing more mindful of how you feel and the things occurring around you, as I did. To maintain this, I now practice meditation regularly and journal every night, which I find quite helpful. Step 2, use the power of language. Sounds a bit woo-woo, right? Hear me out. The power of language is the most important part of this entire process. This is the foundation of the entire system. Our world is understood through language. And by making small adjustments, we can very effectively reduce the friction involved in getting work done. Still not with me? Here are some ways that you can implement it. When I tell myself I don't feel like studying, I say out loud, so what? No, literally, I actually say so what out loud, which snaps me out of this limiting mindset. I am in control and my feelings are fleeting. So why would I follow them? The next time you don't feel like studying, say it out loud and then say, so what? Next, use the word and instead of but when facing your problems. Subtle, right? See it in action. When you say, I have to study for my midterm, but I'm tired and I don't feel like studying, you're limiting your potential options of action. You're essentially telling yourself, well, I need to study, but I can't because I just don't feel like it. However, when you say, I have to study for my midterm and I don't feel like studying, you have two separate phrases and the second one doesn't negate the first. You're now telling yourself two independent phrases that don't conflict with one another. I know this totally sounds way out there. As someone who is very scientifically minded, type A, and logical, this initially felt like some touchy-feely nonsense, but I assure you that this works. Try it out and see for yourself how effective it really is. Step 3, lower the activation energy. Dig back to your biology and chemistry classes. Do you remember how enzymes work? They facilitate a reaction by acting as a catalyst, meaning they lower the activation energy. The reaction we're trying to catalyze is getting you to study. The main problem we have isn't an issue of actually doing the work. It's just starting. Starting is the hardest part. So how do we make that easier? Take your large tasks and break them into something small. Once you think you've made it small, make it even smaller than that. After the first time, you're likely still not thinking small enough. For example, if you need to read 2 chapters in your biology textbook in preparation for your upcoming quiz, telling yourself to read just 1 chapter or even 1 section is still too big. Instead, tell yourself to read just one paragraph. No obligations, just one paragraph, and then you can assess if you want to keep working or not. And more often than not, you'll find it much easier to keep going. Do the same with your time commitment. It's great that you've blocked out the next 3 hours to do work, but guess what? Studying for 3 hours is incredibly daunting. You do not want to do that. You want to watch Med School Insider's YouTube videos instead. Well, here's how you get past that. You're not studying for 3 hours anymore. Instead, you're studying for only 25 minutes, which is a lot easier than 3 hours. After those 25 minutes are done, you're getting a break guaranteed. Seems simple enough. This is the Pomodoro technique in action, and it is one of my favorite study hacks. I go over more details on how to best use it in my Pomodoro video. Choose easy tasks to build momentum. Early on in the day, I generally like to knock out the difficult tasks first, since it makes the rest of the day a breeze. But I don't always get the luxury of doing that. There are instances where starting is so difficult that there's no way I would be able to tackle the most daunting tasks first. In those instances, I start with something easy. That can be something as simple as doing my laundry or washing dishes. Once I've built that little momentum in getting something small done, having that small victory, it becomes much easier to step it up to something a little bigger. Lower your expectations. This one applies to creative work, such as writing an essay. First, using the steps above, we've already told ourselves that we're not writing an essay, just one sentence. And we're not writing for 1 hour, just for 3 minutes. Now, if you still can't get started, lower your expectations. Intentionally tell yourself that you're going to write something bad. Not that you're going to write something and that if it's bad, then that's fine. No, you are literally going out with the task of writing something bad intentionally. Sounds crazy? Try it next time you're stuck and thank me later. And finally, step 4, add some spice. If after steps 1 through 3, you're still feeling a bit dry, it's time to add a bit of flavor to the process. I find the methods included here to be particularly useful if you've been studying for some time and you find yourself running out of steam. This can be done in several different ways. Here are my favorites that have proven most effective. First, if you find yourself getting bored of looking at your physics textbook, change it up by either doing practice problems or studying for your English class instead. You can either vary the subject, such as going from physics to English, or vary the method of studying, such as reading to doing practice problems. One of my favorite ways to switch things up is by doing 1 or 2 Pomodoro cycles of Anki flashcards and then returning to my original work. It almost always makes me feel more refreshed. Incentivize yourself with rewards. So find something that you're looking forward to and tell yourself you'll be able to do it immediately after you finish your task. Let's say a new episode of Top Gear comes out, or maybe you're excited to go out with your friends on a Friday night. Tell yourself you'll be able to do exactly that as soon as you're done with your work. Watch yourself become much more efficient. Lastly, move. Moving has 2 benefits. First, physically moving your body around with walking or some light exercise is a highly effective way to reset and get into a better mindset, ready for work. Second, moving to a new location can provide enough of a novel stimulus to get you out of the rut and build momentum. By following this 4-step system, you'll be well equipped to get your studying and work done regardless of how you feel. Remember, emotions are fleeting, so don't give them too much weight. To really get the most out of this video and optimize your system,
Okay, everybody, that's all okay for the video. How if we don't like, okay, to study. Okay, everybody, any one of you want to discuss? Maybe we can catch up some ideas from this video from Mr. Hafifi. Any one things or some stuff that we can discuss? you get you count this you get the idea from this video. Really? How about the other one? Yes, Mr. Ravi.
It seems that you can elaborate first more details about point by points, or give us an example from this point by points. Would you like to elaborate?
I beg your pardon, Sir Fifi?
Yes, elaborate first. Explain more details about what point 1, 2, 3, 4.
Point one, elaborate. Okay, maybe from this video you can get some interesting thought. For example, that from this video, I would like to move. Okay, if you see that if sometimes that it will motivate us. Okay, when we want to study, we move to one place. Okay, the new ones. Yeah, that's the idea come across. Okay, maybe everybody want to share about this video. Okay, before we go to the next video.
I need the links. I think I need that links. I mean, that video give us the description of how it is a step to overcome the barriers of that, to control ourselves, to do that. There are many types. Yeah, there are many steps also, and then to catch up all of those types and then steps. Maybe we need the links also, Mr. Elroy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Later on. Okay?
Yeah.
We have this step like this one. Okay. If you say that audit yourself, use the power of language,
right.
And so what? Yeah. Maybe. Okay. One of us get interested at what items. Okay. From this one, you can see. Okay. For my part, I get interested at if we move from one place. Okay, that can motivate us. Sorry.
I think Mr. Lero is about how to motivate yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that it depends on the person itself actually, because each person can be different to motivate their own self. So actually it's just like information. It's just like information, which one is proper to you and fit to you. So for example, like me, maybe like affirmation words, for example, because I found out that I had difficulties in doing research recently. So try to give like a positive affirmation for myself that I can do this, I can do this. I think whatever is it just depends on you. Which one is convenient for you to face the problem, actually. So so the view is good. It's good. It's good. So give us like more resources, how to motivate ourselves, and also how to deal the problem in conducting research.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. And then which part of this item, Ma'am Dia, come across on your minds, this idea? The most one. Okay, for my part is move. Okay, move to one place. New place.
Maybe we can go up, please. I think that's but a words. Yeah, because actually the limit is only your mind. Sometimes we keep using negative words to ourselves that we cannot do this. It's so difficult.
Right.
Like the story before, yeah. It's like a Korean drama. I cried a lot because I said that I couldn't do this because it's too difficult. I was a new student, blah, 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 blah. And when I changed the way I perceive about something, and I put lots of positive affirmation for myself, and then I feel like something, even though it's very little one, but it's changed.
Okay, positive affirmations. Okay,
yes,
like this one.
Like,
I stress this out like
yes,
instead of but.
Yeah, yes, but not but. It's a different term. Just joking.
Okay. Any idea? And any other ideas from the participants? No? Okay. Now, this one is how to study when you don't feel like it. Okay, we go to the next video. Okay. The next video is about, okay, this is quite interesting. How to make research easy and even enjoyable. Okay. uh, how do you think that when you want to make research, is it enjoyable? Okay. Most of us will say no, that's not enjoyable because make us dizzy. We are going to take medicine, for example, for headache. Okay. But in this video, okay, the speaker will tell us, okay, let us make this research enjoyable. Okay, and then okay, all the participants, okay, you can focus on that. This one can discuss that how to determine the importance of reading the paper, and then the second one, don't read the paper in order. Sorry, any. Okay, and then the third one is understand significance and limitations. Okay. Okay, and then organize your notes and thoughts. And then the last one is proficiency in research is a long-term gain. Okay, this is I would like to stress this out. Proficiency in research is a long-term gain. Okay, we cannot have a shortcut with this. Okay. I just want to make research like just 1 month, okay, to myself doing some things unlogic. Okay, because that when we want to make research easy and even enjoyable, okay, we've got to put our mind is that it is a long-term gain. Okay, now here it is, the video I would like to show to all of you. Okay, give me a time.
To read primary literature, also known as research art.
Is it audible, Miss Enda?
It is audible,
Louder,
sir. Yeah.
Unlike
Can you make it louder?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Nuanced and systematic approach. When I first started reading research papers as a neuroscience major in college, it took considerable effort and time to make sense of it all. But since then, I've read through thousands of papers.
Okay. Is it right? Ready? Okay. 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 STEM. Okay. STEM is that. Wow, that's quite interesting. Okay. Now, okay, here it is to the case.
Field, chances are you'll need to read primary literature, also known as research articles. And unlike books, effectively and efficiently reading a research paper requires a nuanced and systematic approach. When I first started reading research papers as a neuroscience major in college, it took considerable effort and time to make sense of it all. But since then, I've read through thousands of papers, published dozens of my own in peer-reviewed journals, and can now crank through them with ease. Here's the system I use. Dr. Jabal, medschoolinsiders.com. First, determine the purpose of reading. Depending on the purpose and your goal in reading a research paper, your approach may differ considerably. Keep that in mind as we cover the following sections. If you're reading a paper as a requirement for class, like I initially had to for my neuroscience courses, you will be focusing on comprehension rather than on determining utility. You'll need to know the study hypothesis, the methods they used, the findings, and the limitations of their conclusions. As you proceed with your medical training, you will likely write many of your own research articles. After all, doing so is one of the most powerful ways to stand out and strengthen your medical school or residency application. In these instances, you are mostly referencing other research papers, and it becomes more important to quickly determine relevance and value prior to committing a more in-depth reading and analysis. You will also use papers as tools to figure out other papers to read by taking advantage of their own reference list. Now that you've identified your primary goal, it's time to begin reading. Not every section in a research article is created equal. Unlike reading a traditional book, I don't advise you read a research paper in order. First, you need to read the title and the abstract to get an overview.
Okay,
of the
everybody.
paper.
This is the quite interesting idea from this video. Okay, read the title and the abstract. Sometimes if we have a lot of articles that sometimes that we don't know, okay, in which part should we start? Okay, in this video will give us quite interesting ideas. Okay, take a look. Okay, once again, don't read in order. Okay, here we go.
Paper in order. First, you need to read the title and the abstract to get an overview of the paper. If at any time during your reading you come across a word or acronym that you don't understand, stop and look it up. This is not like a novel where you can infer the meaning and likely not see the word again. The language in research articles is generally pretty straightforward, and terms you don't understand are often the scientific terms that are critical to your understanding of the paper and its findings. Next, dive into the conclusion. Again, this is a research paper, not a novel, so you're not running into any spoilers. The conclusion effectively summarizes the most pertinent findings. Now that you have a better idea of what the paper is about, spend as much time as you desire going over the figures, methods, results, and discussion sections. The discussion will likely be the highest yield portion that requires the most amount of time, but to truly understand the paper, you must also go over the methods, results, and figures. A big element to reading papers is understanding the limitations of the study, which then allows you to more accurately determine the paper's significance. The biggest and most widespread mistake is jumping to the conclusion and not understanding the limitations and generalizability of the study. Look at any media article summarizing new groundbreaking research, and you'll see what I mean. Towards the end of the discussion section in most any paper, you'll find the author's own interpretation of the limitations of their study. But there are always many more limitations beyond what they mention.
Jar, beli air, Jar. Jar. Kan udah gue beliin kuota. Ada, kuota tuh udah habis tadi.
Okay, Zelayeta, would you please unmute yourself?
Dedicated to the nuances of statistics and extrapolating conclusions from research, and this is something I may consider making a dedicated future video on. Let me know in the comments below so I can gauge interest. Most people know about randomization, placebo-controlled, and single or double-blinded studies. That being said, there is so much more nuance to it. Here are a few examples. First, study design. Is the study retrospective, meaning looking back historically, or prospective, starting with individuals that are then followed over time? Is it a case control, cohort, or cross-sectional study? Number 2, what are the endpoints used? If the study draws conclusions about heart disease, but only uses HDL as a surrogate marker, understand that the surrogate is just that, an imperfect proxy. Number 3, biases. There are too many to cover, but selection, recall, sampling, confounding, procedure, lead time, and the Hawthorne effect are all biases that you should familiarize yourself with. And number 4, basic statistical analyses. Sensitivity versus specificity, normal and skewed distributions, positive and negative predictive values, etc. Over time, you'll be reading dozens or even hundreds of research papers, and it becomes a challenge to keep everything straight. Again, depending on the purpose, there are a few options to consider. If you're reading as a class assignment, I recommend you print out the paper, highlight, and annotate in the margins as needed. More recently, I have done this on an iPad with the Apple Pencil, such that printing out was no longer necessary. On the other hand, if you're reading in order to write your own paper, start using a citation manager immediately from the beginning. EndNote is often referenced as the rather expensive gold standard, but Mendeley is a free and quite sufficient alternative. As soon as you begin reading papers, import them into your citation manager. In a separate Word document, begin jotting down the key points of your paper that are relevant to your own project. This notes document will now become the main resource from which you will begin writing your own paper. Trust me, it's much better this way, otherwise you'll spend considerable time and effort hunting for facts from the dozens of PDFs that you've read. Lastly, understand that a big part of reading speed in both regular books as well as research papers is your familiarity with the subject. I started off reading neuroscience papers quite slowly, but as my expertise in the area grew, I was able to. Similarly, when I first started diving into plastic surgery research, I didn't know all the nuances of hand anatomy or the principles of aesthetic surgery. But as I grew to understand more, reading and understanding the literature became second nature, and once again I was able to breeze through them. It's important to keep this in mind to make sure you don't get discouraged. If you consistently apply yourself to reading research articles and follow these steps that I've outlined, you'll be tackling papers with ease in no time. Like it or not, being proficient in research is an essential skill if you want to go to a top medical school or residency program. In a certain way, there's a science, but also an art to bolstering a solid research CV and securing impressive letters of recommendation from your PI. You can check out my own personal list of research articles, abstracts, and presentations on my personal.
Hello.
You still mute yourself, Mr. Leroy.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, anybody want to share? Okay, maybe you get something from this video, okay, or maybe you from the students. Okay, because the student here must have a due date, right? The 15th of August. Before the 15th of August, you've got to submit your LOA. Okay. Yeah, this idea can give you a solutions. Anybody, one of you here from students want to share or a chat? Okay.
Pak Leroy, I think that the presentation here is not. Okay. Now it's clear.
Anybody?
It's blurred before that. Yeah.
Leroy?
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Hafifi.
Yes, I'm much concerned with the motivation, and the second is knowledge of research, in research. In motivation, frankly speaking, most even most of students have a low motivated, are low motivated in doing research. Why? Yeah, because maybe they are or we are seldom do the research in daily basis, in daily learning in schools or in campus, and they just do the research in the end of studying in a campus. And for us, frankly speaking, I'm concerned in research just after learning from campus in doing S2. And right now we are doing with you a research to get fun. Yeah. Yeah. So motivation here, problem is in intrinsic motivation, self-motivation. In self-motivation, yes, frankly speaking, we don't have any, most of us, I don't have any intrinsic motivation in doing research because we are not just accustomed to doing the research so far. And in increasing intrinsic motivation on doing research, I thought that there is a system. We make a system. We make a system. Yes, let's say system is in between extrinsic motivation that can encourage the self-motivation. For example, in campus, and everyday learning must be based on the research approach, learning approach based on the research, or common speaking, say project-based learning. So from the first semester, the second semester, the third semester, and they will get result, or they will get a point or mark, not academic result or based on test or mid test, but they got the mark, a good mark, because of they have done the research. And after that, we have to give kinds of a reward, not like this respect here, give a reward, fun. This also very influential for us, our self-motivation. Yeah, yeah. So in this case, there is a competition to get the fund, to get the money. Okay, and for the students to get, yes, maybe a good mark, or maybe beasiswa or scholarship. Yes, scholarship. This can encourage the self-motivation to research. If they have got the self-motivation or intrinsic motivation, it's easy for us to give them, to teach them the technique or the approach, the method of teaching. This is what I mean. Actually, the technique or the method is not as difficult as they thought, but they don't have any self-motivation to do that. Yeah. Right now, they are encouraged, they are required to submit the, journal. The journal is the result of research, while they don't have any skills in doing research. So in this case, they just, take it, cheat it. Yeah, I don't know. So it is good too idealistic to do that.
Just do it, even we don't know how to do it.
Yeah, do it even we don't know.
Even though we don't know. how
Let
to do it.
alone students. Lecturers, our friends here, very difficult to do that. Journals are not just journal, just making a paper or just making article, but journal is the result of the research. Yeah, I think that's all for me. So it's interesting.
The main point is that how do we have intrinsic
Intrinsic motivation depends on extrinsic motivation, like a system, like a fund, like scholarship. It is a kind of reward.
Reward, right? That's right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rafi, for your comments. Okay. That's why that the from LPPM, the how to create intrinsic motivations. Okay, maybe from the extrinsic way as a LPPM, if we have done like this one, yes, this some activities, maybe just to remind us, just do research, so and so on, over and over. Okay, maybe for the intrinsic motivation, how to build intrinsic motivation, Ma'am Dia can share us as from the psychological traits. Is it right, Mr. Dia? Psychological traits, okay? But how to develop
actually,
our...
it's not traits. It depends on what is our purpose doing the research.
Right. Oh,
maybe for the students to graduate from the university, and then for us as a lecturers, as a one of like requirements as a lecturer, because we cannot only just teach, but also we share to the society, and what we call that in company, I forgot the term, and also do the research. And I agree with you, Mr. Hafifi. It's difficult at the beginning, actually, because we don't get used with these activities. Like I told at the beginning in my opening speech that my love was like Korean drama, because I took research methodology the first semester, and I think it was a very big failure. But in fact, it was very useful for me in doing my master degree. And speaking about that, our students, I agree with you, Mr. Leroy. So just do it.
Just do it.
That we can do.
Yes,
And if it's about motivation, I think that I just do research based on my interests. For example, now I am really interested in strength-based parenting, about the implementation of talents mapping in early childhood education, whatever is it, and then I can start from that. So if just suggestion, if you want to do research, and then start from the one that you interested in, the subject of the study, the topic of the study, and then hopefully from there you have your own motivation and try to do it. And it's not only about fun, actually. It's not only about fun. Because sometimes we can find it free, but but it takes lots of effort. For example, that I'm doing right now, I send it to the journal, and then it's still in the progress, and it's free. It's free, but of course I have to do the the requirements given by the journal itself. So we have to think creatively. We have to think creatively, instead of we keep looking at negative effects of everything. So hopefully that is it's helpful. Thank you.
That's just to fulfill our curiosity. Anybody want to share? Oh, Mr. Yon, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Leroy. Yeah. Okay, I just want to continue, Mr. Habibi's what we call explanation,
sharing. Solution sharing.
Sorry, agak lemot gitu ya, biasa pandemik gitu ya. Okay. I think interesting topic, talking about motivation and barriers in conducting the research. This is of course very important for us, both lecturer and the students. Will or not, we have to familiar with this term, because this is one of requirement, yeah. If you want to graduate from postgraduate, undergraduate, or even doctoral program, we have to conduct the research, yeah. But in fact, most of us, including me as a lecturer, and maybe also the students, get the difficulty in the how to start the research itself, and most of the problems faced by the students, as far as I'm concerned, they get a difficulty in choosing the topic, for example, in writing the literature review, and also research methodology, and also about the how to something deal with the data, Okay, maybe I want to ask to the Mr. Leroy, maybe also this is also representative of the students, how to start, I think it is hard, to start the research, most of the students get difficulty in how to start the research itself, maybe can you give any idea, any idea, any idea how to start the research, and how to connect with another aspect of the research itself. For example, research methodology, how to analyze the data, how to publish, and so on. Maybe we have any idea, any solution to solve the problem. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.
It's a good question. Great question. Okay, everybody. How to start idea? That's it, Mr. Riyad. I start new idea. How to find idea.
For example, how to design the topic. For example,
how to design this topic, because that the selecting topic is challenging. Okay, when we make mistake, or for example, like, oh, the topic is not interesting, of course that our article will be rejected. Okay, one idea that I use is, I like the topic, because when I like the topic, it will raise our curiosity. Okay, curiosity. When curiosity comes on our minds, and then we will work hard. Okay, for example, that the research topic. Okay, from if we have research topic, of course it will be we are going to have like research problems. Okay, and then we will be curious. Okay, how to find the answer. Okay, when we have a curiosity. Okay, it will motivate us to finish the research. Okay, and then the way out. Okay, as I said before in this webinars, use the tools. Okay, the tools like Force Viewer, or we can read from the article. Okay, or we can use Mendeley, because we've got to set apart that our title will not be conducted, okay, will not be used. The other way it's still the update ones. Okay, our titles. Okay, and then if we think that in this area has not been made a research yet, okay, it will be great that we have to do this research. Okay, that's for me, Mr. Young.
Maybe Mr. Lero can give the example. For example, there are so many kinds of research methodology, qualitative, quantitative, action research, R&D. For example, maybe can you give any title? This is a title, and this is research methodology, and this is how to analyze the data. Maybe can you give in general about this?
About this. I mean, we can talk about this one later on, because we go to the research one. Okay, for example, the easy ones, vocabulary and the reading. Maybe it's the outdate one, or old-fashioned, okay? The correlations between vocabulary and reading skill. But we can still use that if we want to take this title, take this research topic into today's situations, like in the COVID, okay? Okay, in the past, we use test paper, but today's we use Google Form, okay? And then because of we use the instrument test using Google Form, for example, okay, and then it will we're going to have like the new one, okay, the new instrument test, okay, and it the journals, okay, that when we want to send the article to the journal, the reviewer will think that, oh, this is the update one, even the title is the outdated one. Yeah, that's for my suggestions.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Leroy. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Maybe any other from the students here want to share? Or you can chat, okay, this one. Because I think, okay, on my opinion, students here have a big problems, okay, because you force yourself to do to do start the research, okay.
Leroy, we can start with the questions. How do you feel? How do you feel to students? How do you feel doing the research? And then we hope that you can chat here. You can text in chat room.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Do you get frustrated? Do you feel stressed? Or whatever is it, your feelings are valid. So just please drop here in chat room.
Okay, please feel free, students. Okay. Okay, we come to the next. Allow me, Miss Indah, to have a PowerPoint. Yeah, video, and PowerPoint.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Everybody, now when we are waiting for the chat, okay, from the students. Okay, now I would like to share my PowerPoint. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, wow, the question is challenging, right? How to become an independent and successful researchers. Wow, heavy, what's that? Heavy thought. No, okay. Okay, how to be a good researcher, okay, and then developing your area of expertise. Yeah, okay, this one is that if you want to become an independent or successful researchers, okay, this one is we've got to think about how to be a good researcher, okay. Some requirements that for today's talks as a researchers, we've got to align, okay, when we want to conduct a research, okay, and then the materials that we teach to the class, it's still related to our research problems. For example, when we want to teach speaking, of course that the research is about speaking as well, okay, and then developing your area of expertise, okay, in which part of area, okay, that we have the expertise. It means that in which part of area that we are great in it, that we are good in it, okay, and then working individually and in a groups, okay. That's why LPPM here, okay, to work in a group, okay, we can motivate one another, okay, and then finding problem worthy of your attentions, which ones of the that we are interested in, at what parts of research topic, okay, doing research, publishing, applying for grants and networking, research students supervision. This one, okay, publishing, okay, sometimes that we need a lot of patience, okay, when we want to publish our articles. Then applying for a grants, okay, as we know that there are a lot of grants, but it is difficult, okay, when we want to have that kind of grant, okay. And then this one, okay, for part 2, Sorry.
Oh, it is blur, sir. I mean the screen.
Blur.
Yes.
Give me a second. Is this quite okay now?
Yeah. Worse?
Getting worse? Oh my God.
Okay.
That's okay now. But okay.
Is it okay?
Not really sure still.
This one?
Yeah, still the same with the previous.
Same with the purpose.
Yes.
Still blur, Miss Enda?
Yes, it's still.
Give me a second. How about this one?
Sorry, but it's still. Okay. It's readable, I mean, but somehow still.
Is that readable?
Yeah, readable, but unclear still. I mean, a bit. Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
This one is
I
better.
changed the background.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay, this idea. Okay, how to be a good researcher. Okay, you need a good ideas in their implementations. Okay. Okay, good ideas, and that's why that's the tools that we can use to how to create a good ideas like first viewers. Okay, and then we've got to spend a lot of time reading papers. Yeah, this one. Okay, boring tasks, right? But if we have a curiosity, okay, I think that the read a lot of reading papers are not boring talks. Okay, and then must discuss your ideas with your colleagues. Okay, like this one. Okay, and then revise your papers. Okay, if a student here, okay, when you have sent your paper to the journal, okay, your paper will be revised, okay, by the reviewer, and that's why you've got to send it back, but make sure that you have revised it, and then you have to keep track of your research, okay, being a good researcher. Okay, then where are you going, where you have to be, and how to you have to stay motivated. Okay, yeah, this is challenging, right? Stay motivated, okay, in this pandemic times. Work long hours, yeah, this idea, yeah, works long hours. Okay, maybe we don't feel that, oh, the sun sets, okay, and then it's already been dark. And then we are sleepy, for example, then you should project yourself on the other side of the fence, learn from good things and your suffering of your research student time. And then other requirements, if you still, okay, if we don't get it, that's we can go to read this one. Okay, yeah, this is as a lecturers or as a teacher or as a students. Okay, this is the idea how to be a good researcher. Okay, you can underline which idea, okay, it's the best of you. Okay, and then developing your area of expertise. Yeah, okay, for example, even if you have PhD or doctor degree or master degree or like S1, a bachelor, okay, starting your independent research is not easy. Why? Okay, because that there are many reasons of this. You have been getting relaxed. Sometimes that here, after we graduate from S1 or S2, that we get relaxed. Okay, but okay, it is challenge us that we have to do the research. Okay, for our next career. Okay, next one. Okay, wait. Okay, for example, that okay, how do we stay motivated? How do we stay motivated working individually or in a group? For example, okay, this one, that is it easier to start your research as a member of a good research group? Okay, okay. For a student here, okay, for example, okay, you can create a group which have the same idea or the same research topic or a quite similar or slightly different research topic, and then you can get together in your group. Okay, because that working in group is that motivating. Okay, and then the very first stage is learning how to work in your research group. Like for example, as a teacher, exploit working in group extensively, because that working collaboratively will find us good ideas. For example, when we stuck in this one, and then maybe our group members will give a solution, for example. Okay, and then project topic, literature study, review, comments. Okay, literature study, for example, in Mendeley. Okay, you can create a group of Mendeley. Okay, when you want to have an article, for example, and then all of your group members can see it. Okay, it will be efficient. Yeah, it will be efficient because working in a group using Mendeley, you can create it. Okay. Next. Okay. For example, okay, how to stay motivated. Working in group also include attending seminars. Okay, attending seminars. Like today's we don't need to go in some place. We just standing on the seat at home, okay, attending the seminars. And then you should ask for feedback and provide feedback. Ask questions, be grateful after you receive questions, see queries. Opportunity to clarify points of your research. Okay, change to hear opinions that may open another part of thought, and change to analyze good point of your research. Okay, this one is that when we don't feel like broken-hearted. Sometimes that we as a researcher, when we've got critics, okay, or output or corrections or solution from the reviewer or editor, it will, what's that? Our motivation is getting lower. Yeah. Oh my God, the reviewer asked me to change the methodology. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The editor says to me that I have to change all the part of my articles. Okay, don't be disappointed easily, because it is the way out. Okay, when we want to create an article or research paper, well, we have to accept, okay, many critics or solutions, yeah, okay, from outsider. Okay, don't be disappointed easily, okay, when we've got this kind of stuff. Okay, okay, remember, we attack problems, never presenter and speaker. Okay, for example, in a group member, we attack problems, never presenter or speaker. For example, like this one. Okay, when in a group member or the reviewer, when they give a solution to our research to fix the paper, okay, we say thanks or compliments, for example. Okay, we attack the problems, not the presenter. For example, we attack the presenter like, you are a bad guy. Oh my God, you're a bad guy. What's that? you are too old. Is it we attack the presenter, right? The speaker. We've got to attack the problems. For example, when we want to attack problems like this one, okay, the research questions are not relevant to the findings. Yeah, we attack the problems. Okay, yeah, that is the way out. Okay, how to stay motivated, working individually or in a group. Okay, come to the next one. Okay, this one. Okay, at some stage, not too late, you should start your independent research. How to overcome psychological barriers. Okay, knowledge barrier, and how to overcome becoming independent researchers barriers. Okay. Okay, and then, for example, yeah, finding a problem requires, okay, for example, how do we set up problems? Yeah, for example, at the first chapter or at the introductions, okay, when we want to create a research paper, we will see that introductions, okay, the finding problem requires good general knowledge, critical thinking, freedom of thinking, some form of craziness, okay, knowing what industry, business, or people want. What does it mean, craziness? Craziness, it means that we see that this problem hasn't been made a research yet. Yeah, that's the craziness or the uniqueness, okay, for our research. And then what helps to identify problems? Okay, attending seminar, participation in working meetings, discussion with your group coworkers, literary study, watching technology trends. Yeah, technology trends is one. Okay, we cannot avoid this one. Okay, maybe if we, for example, that when I took bachelor degree or S1, okay, Faculty of Education, I use typewriter. Okay, can I still use typewriter right now? Typewriter, you see the sounds? It's quite louder, right? The typewriter. Can we use the typewriter right now? Of course, we cannot use the typewriter. Well, we've got to change the technology, okay? Using Mendeley or many things. Now, today's technologies like use cloud computing. Yeah, cloud computings. Yeah, in some part of the university use cloud computing. Yeah, to make the students that to submit the supplementary files into the cloud computing. There are some universities use cloud computing. Again, we've got to adapt, okay, the technology trends, okay, and then this one, okay, finding a problem worthy of your attentions, okay. When you want to try to do your research in the area of research, of leading researchers of your organization, it is very difficult to start doing research on your own, even if you think that you have found a great area. Okay, why? That's why we need to take our time to discuss in a group. Okay, and then go for something yours when you have become an independent researcher. What does it mean, independent researcher? Yeah, for example, you have your own idea, and then you think that the idea is the best one. Okay, and then that's your as an independent researchers. Okay, maybe we don't have any friends to college. Okay, and that's okay as long as we can have a responsibility to finish the research, and then we become independent researchers. Okay, then pick up a narrow, well-defined topic. This could be like topic of your research, but a bit wider and deeper. Yeah, make sure that our defined topic is wider and deeper. This will allow you to solve it, and it will define a period of time, and then it will help you to build your confidence. Okay, now before I go on, anybody want to discuss? Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Rather than skipping the ideas, any one of you want to discuss from that my presentation?
Right?
Mr. Afifi?
Yes, you said that the topic or the title is very important. I agree with you, but in the process, finding a problem or what is it, exposing the problem is very important in the first time. When my experience teaching for the students semester 4, yeah, of course I ask the student to choose one of the topic, one of the theme, one of the topics of the lecture or learning process at a time. Then they choose a topic they are interested in, and from this point first, then I encourage them to find the problem around them, the problem that's near from him or her. This is my share for you. The problem is very important. And identify a problem, then teach the student, of course, how to formulate the problem by asking a questions. Asking question, I mean here, essential question. You know, most of the students very difficult to formulate the question. Yes, I teach them the difference between the, what is it, the question that have the problematics, yeah, answer, and the problem that's very topical and very, what is it, what we call uh, not not to expose the problem. This is my sharing. Topic is important, but not the titles, or not to diffuse specific, because the specific topic, it comes after they can identify the problem. Okay, Pak Lewat. Thank you.
How to identify, to identify the problems? Is that right? Identify the problems. Okay, thank you, Mr. Habibi. Okay, we can keep it the comments. I would like to continue my presentations. Yeah, let me continue our presentations. Okay. Okay. This one. Okay, I would like just some pick of the ideas of my presentations. Okay. You're okay. Doing research, staying focused and motivated. For example, that is it hard to maintain positive attitude and stay motivated? Okay. Well, you can suffer from insecurity, anxiety, and even boredom. This is normal. Okay, you should find a sympathetic ear, other colleagues, mentor, identify your problems, identify the step of to resolve the issues, and then how to stay focused and motivated. It helps to have organized activities. Is it very important to manage your time well, set up priorities, do something every day, and then follow the plans? Okay, this is that. Okay, how do we stay focused and motivated? We go to the next, publishing. Okay, this is the, what's that? after we send the paper, okay, we've got to wait. Yeah, that's the main problem. We have to wait. Is it our article? Is it acceptable or not? And that's sometimes that we are anxious, right? Or anxious or bored, for example. That's that. Yeah, when we want to publish, okay. The best work never presented in complete waste of your and other people time and somebody money. Okay, sometimes that we have to use our cost. Okay, we need publication to get job, or you need publication to get promoted. This is kind of publish. Okay, for you students, when you want to publish, is it one of the requirements that you when you want to graduate from our university? Okay, next one, I would like to skip the paper and then applying for a grants. Yeah, some like manufacturers of office, okay, or factory. Okay, if we are diligent, okay, seeking out some grants, okay, we can apply for a grant. Okay, and then I skip it. This one. Okay, this is how to apply a grant. Okay, network breaking into research community, and then you can join into a network research community in your field, because we are going to stay motivated if we join into our field. It will develop our expertise. Okay, and then this idea, this one, conclusion: to become an independent and successful researcher, okay, you need good ideas and their implementations. Spend a lot of time reading papers. Discuss your idea with your colleagues. Okay, like this one. Okay, you join this one. Yeah, thanks for your time. You will keep motivated. You have to write and revise your papers. Even you will get bored, but you've got to be patient. Okay, revise your paper. Keep track with your research where you're going to, and then where have you been. You have to stay motivated to have long hours, and then in general you have to be a scholar. What does it mean, scholar? Scholar means that, of course, we cannot avoid it. We have to do research. Okay, do the research. Okay, that's all for my presentations. Okay, we go to the master of ceremony.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the explanations about you explain in such a detail. And also we get also the thank you for Mr. Hafifi for the contributions during the presentations also. And then are we going to have the questions and answer session, Mr. Leroy? Because if we look at the time, it is already
basically 10 minutes we can discuss.
10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes so we can open the sessions, the question and answer sessions, yeah?
Yeah, hosted by Mr. Yon.
Okay, Mr. Yon is going to lead the session.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you can start then, sir.
Thank you, moderator, Mrs. Enda, yeah? Okay, I think interesting presentation, yeah? Our topic is about motivation and barrier in conducting the research, yeah? Okay, and now we have still the time for about 10 minutes, maybe around 10 minutes. Okay, maybe the participant, have questions or sharing, related to this topic, give you opportunity to share in this occasion. Okay, maybe for the first questions.
Come on, from students.
From the students, maybe. Okay, you can share everything. Yeah. What is difficulty in doing the research? Yeah. What is your problem? Yeah. How to build motivation and so on. You can share here. Okay, come on.
Dari Kapolri langsung lulus nih. If you have questions. Come on, students.
Okay, come on.
Hello, sir. I have some questions.
Okay.
I take a note, Ade Novianti. You can graduate directly.
Yeah, come on, Ade.
my question is how to motivate, or no, maybe how to start our revision, sir, because maybe when we have finished our article, so and after that we got some revision from our lectures or from the journal platform, maybe we are confused how can we start it, or maybe which one the first we must revision our article.
Yeah. Okay. That is the question from Adenovianti. Yeah. How to start our revision? Yeah. Where we have to start? Yeah. Our revision. Yeah. It can be from the article, from the journal, and so on. Maybe Mr. Elon can answer these questions.
Maybe the other one from the other lecturers can share the answers. Yes, it's the how to start our revision. Is it the questions? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's how to start revision. Okay, and then the how to revise our articles. Okay, as we are going to have like revision if we have, for example, like output or critics, okay, from the editor or reviewer. Okay, and then make sure that that your paper, okay, you have done it well, okay, for your papers. Okay, sometimes that when we want to make a research paper, sometimes that we think that, oh, it's not enough, okay, I have to this, I have to fix it, but it will make us it will let us down. Okay, it will let us down. For example, I don't want to submit my paper because many of mistakes that I will make, but be confident that if we have read, or if we have followed the requirements from the journals, okay, just be confident, okay, and then submit the paper, and then on the journal, okay, if you're going to have an account, okay, from the journal, and then you're going to have the answer or input or critics or the revision, okay, you have to check it day by day, or it will be informed by WhatsApp, for example. Okay, sometimes that the journal will inform the writer or the author, yeah, from the WhatsApp, okay, not from the email, because we can skip the time, okay, if the journal administrations text us from the email. Okay, that I think that's the we have to wait, yeah, for the revision from the journal, and that's my point. Maybe any other from the lecturers, from Mr. Yan, from the other one, want to give us?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I want to add Mr. Leroy's explanation. Yeah, Miss Ade Novianti questions. How to start, yeah, our revision? Yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah. We have to revise our article. Yeah. If you want to, we submit our article into the journal, yeah, it must be several revision from the reviewer, yeah. Actually, the reviewer write, yeah, something that you have to write, yeah, to revise, yeah. For example, in the research methodology, about the literature review and analysis of data. So you have to revise according to input given by the reviewer, yeah, in the journal itself. Now, okay, and actually, yeah, the process, yeah, come, yeah, not only one, yeah, several times, yeah. For example, you revise, submit it again in back to us again, we have to revise it again, yeah, in order to make it perfect, yeah, our article becoming perfect. Yeah, maybe that's all from me. Maybe from another lecture, maybe we have any idea?
Mr. Yanta, Mr.
Mrs. Lily, yeah, Mrs. Koiria,
yeah, Mrs.
Desi Arigawati, yeah, yeah,
Mrs. Fitri. Come on.
Fitri, yeah, we can share here, yeah.
Lion, for the students.
Okay, sir.
For the student, except for waiting for the reviewer's revision or what is it point of revision, you said that sometimes comes from the reviewers, and at the same time you can consult to the lecturer or friends that have already done paper or journal. Let them ask the lecturer to give revision input for this, and you can revise this. So how to start? You're waiting for the reviewer. Reviewer can be from the journal and can be from friends, or it can be from lecture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abedi. Okay, good answer, yeah. Okay, maybe someone else, yeah, want to add Novianti's questions?
Come on, everybody.
No? No more? Okay. What about you, Ade? Is there
Yes,
any
sir.
questions?
No, sir, I think enough. So
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, that is the first question, yeah. Now we come to the next questions. Yeah, come on. From the participant.
Yeah, from students.
I have a question.
So from?
I have a question.
Yeah, come on, audience.
Yes. How to find the best topic to be
Louder, please.
Would you please switch on your cam?
It's okay?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. How to find the best topic during the research, yeah? Because sometimes we confusing to find the best topic when have the several option. So the best topic will be influenced to our process until to finish the research. Thank you.
That's
Okay.
all the question. So the question is from Panca, Pak.
Panca, Mr. Roman ya.
Roman.
Yes, Panca.
Yeah,
Roman,
Panca
yeah.
Rohman,
Okay.
that's right.
Mr. Rohman ask questions about how to select apa tadi the topic ya.
How to find the best topic for the
Okay,
research.
how to find the best topic ya for our research ya. How to search ya the topic ya. Okay, maybe Mr. Leroy.
Okay, from me. Any other lecturers want to give opinions how to find a research topic? Mr. Roman, you're from early childhood department or English or? I know.
I'm the student from the accounting.
Oh, from accounting.
Accounting department.
Miss Desi di sini. the head of accounting department. Miss Desi want to give solution?
Yeah, come on. Miss Desi. Miss Desi.
Desi Arigawati.
Iya, ada kepala sukunya nih. Okay. As I said before, that how to find the best topic. Okay. For example, even the research topic, we think that it's still outdated, but we can take something new, from this part. For example, as I said before, vocabulary and reading. Okay, even is it the title is still outdated, but we can find the new one. For example, that from the instrument test. Okay, at the last time we used paper test, but today we use technology such as Google Form or Microsoft. Okay, we can take this one. Okay, in which part, and then we can use software, like as I did in this LPPM activity, we use Force Viewer. Okay, how to make sure that our research topic is new. Okay, because that in the Force Viewer, if our research topic it's the color of our research topic is blue, it means that there are a few people still conducting this research. Okay, we can use software, or we can read the limitation of the paper. Okay, and then we can pick this up. We can find another way. Okay, by reading or by using the software. Yeah, that's for me. That's all.
Okay, maybe. Budia, maybe. Do you want to add
Yeah, want to add?
something? How to search the topic? What did you search?
I just how because I just joined because of the internet problem. So what is the question actually?
How to find a research topic?
How to find research topics? Start from the one that you are interested in. Start from the one that you like, and if and you have to read a lot. So from reading, usually we get an idea, or we find something which is interesting for us to conduct the study. So read a lot. Go picnic, and then you can find something interesting. Even though no PPKM, it doesn't mean that you cannot get an idea. You can just read lots journal, books, whatever is it, and find something which one is interesting for you, and then conduct the research. Simple thing.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ria.
Okay, it is interesting, yeah. Questions, and I agree with Mrs. Dia.
Yeah.
Go picnic.
Go picnic.
Go picnic.
Yeah.
Reading, and I add that try to browse that the topic in Google. There is the update topic or the newest, the hottest topic right now discussed all over the world about what? Accounting, for example. There is the newest one, hottest topic of discussion. You can find this. So topic sometime, I mean here, the topic, I agree with Pak Yon that actually in the big idea, topic is there is no old or new. Yeah, there is no old or new, but in approaching the topic, in discussing the topic, in applying the topic, there is the newest one. For example, the 21st century topic of accounting. You can find this, and after getting this, you can read a lot. Go picnic again. Yeah, read a lot, then
virtually, Pak. Go picnic virtually.
Virtually.
Yes, and then you can get lots of information. Yeah.
And what is it? The shortcut of going picnic in just read the journal. Yes, topic, the newest topic all over the world. Yes, sometimes they have a problem with English, for example. Just read and ask someone else who can help you to translate this. This is the topic. The novelties and the new one is very important to be accepted in a journal. Yeah, for example, in teaching, for example, yeah, in economics, for example, education, how to design the newest design of learning, like understanding by design. This is the newest one. Or in learning, for example, differentiated instruction, for example. This is the newest and the hottest topic. For example, this, then you take this as a variable, what is it? X or variable, what is it?
Variable
tool, for example, to increase students' achievement using blah blah blah, or software using blah blah blah, things like that. It's very important. And software, of course, I thought that there are a lot of newest software, newest method technique right now. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Habibi. Yeah. Okay, maybe someone else want to add these questions, how to find the topic, yeah, for the research. Maybe I want to add, yeah, for example, yeah, beside apa namanya, the topic must be, the title must be new, yeah, it must be has novelty, yeah, interesting and so on. Now we can search, we can choose our topic, maybe also from the problem around us, yeah. For example, we are as a teacher, yeah, we teach speaking, for example. The students problem, the students cannot be able to speak, yeah, that is a problem, yeah. Now this can be the topic or the title for our research. Now we have to find another strategy, method or technique how to solve the student problem in speaking. Now so the topic itself, it can be from our problem around us, yeah. It also can be the topic of the research. For example, kalau for the teacher, yeah, teaching speaking, why the student cannot be able to speak. Nah, and that is the problem, yeah. So we start the topic or the title itself from the problem. Nah, so we find the strategy, formula, or technique to overcome that problem. Now maybe that's from me, yeah. Maybe another opinion or from another.
Yeah, I think time is up, Mr. Rihan.
Okay.
Okay, we go back to the.
Mr. Roy,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, we go to the MC.
Okay, thank you very much. I will back to MC. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I hope that that could answer Rohman questions, yeah, about the best topic for the research, by doing picnic virtually and then the real picnic itself. Okay, all right. So I think our time is up for us. This is a time for us to finish our webinar for today. Yeah, thank you for all. Yes.
Maybe I would like to give a closing statement.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Thank you very much, for attending this webinar. Hopefully that we can make like this one, in English, because we don't need to pay for English community like this one.
That's
right. Okay. Like or not, okay, we have to be able to write or speak in English. Please take advantage of these facilities, okay, for all of you students here, okay. And then lecturers, we can cooperate together. And then if lecturers here or students here have a good idea which kind of topic that we want to discuss, please text me, okay? And then we are going to make this kind of webinars, okay?
Next time, I propose to be a speaker.
Okay, wow, great. Okay,
what a nice.
Please text the title, okay?
Next.
We, all of us, will be host for your title. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Leroy. So thank you for all the participants for joining our webinar for today. Okay, I hope we can all get the knowledge and then motivate ourselves. And then for the students, the lecturers also, our respectable lecturer that participate for today. Thank you, all the participants, the students of Pancasakti University. Thank you very much. So perhaps we meet again for the next webinar with Mr. Hafifi.
Let me know the date. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, selamat siang.
Bye-bye.